Hello everyone, my name is Greg and I dev stuff. Welcome to episode 54 of Stardew Valley like game in Unity. Social System Part 3, Talking and Relationship. So today we want to introduce an interaction with NPC. It's going to be a simple interaction where you can talk to them once a day, which will raise the relationship with them once a day. Inside the NPC character we want to create a serialized field for NPC definition, so we will be able to reference what NPC is this object. So let's reference the test character as our character. Good. Now we want to make it possible to talk to the NPC. Turn off the NPC move so it will be easier to test later on. We already have rudimental dialogue system in our game. What we need to do is to adapt it to use our NPC. As you can see, we can have dialogue with our NPC. But right now we only strictly define one dialogue with who we can talk to. We want to be able to define dialogues for all kinds of interactions and situations. For now let's make list of general dialogues, which will be selected to be played each time you have a dialogue with the character. Create a new instance of the dialogue. Good. Add those two testing dialogues into the list. Now with this done, we have defined two dialogues for our NPC. Now when we interact with the NPC, we want to choose one of those two dialogues, and then play it. Open Talk Interact attached to our NPC. Remove this dialogue reference. And we need to cache the reference to the NPC definition, so we will be able to get the dialog container from the list of available dialogues. By selecting random dialog container using random range and the size of the list. Let's test this. Our NPC definition is referenced on the NPC character, so make the NPC definition to be public and get it off the NPC character. Good. As you can see, your game select random dialog container to play. This episode is brought to you by generous support of people on Patreon and members on YouTube. If you want to join them, link to my Patreon in the description, and join button available right now on YouTube. If you join at $10 or more, you will get access to project files on Patreon. Now when we have a dialogue, we want to grow the relationship with this NPC. So let's make public float variable for relationship level. I will normalize the value between 0 and 1. You can do that between any other value. If you want, you can make it between 0 and 100, or even use integer value. That is up to you to decide as a game designer. I personally prefer to use simple values between 0, meaning person doesn't even know your name, and 1, meaning you are the best buds ever. So we want to increase the relationship every time you have a dialogue. To do this, we need to cache the reference to the NPC character. Then call and create a new method called increaseRelationship, which will increase the total relationship with this NPC. Let's test this. Good, but right now you can have a dialogue with this character as much as you want, and each time it will increase the relationship. We want to limit the increase of relationship to once a day. So create a public variable called talk2 today. And if it's false, increase the relationship, and set talk2 to be true. So now only talking once will give you the relationship. Any subsequent dialogues will not give you any more increase in relationship. Good. Now we want to reset the state of talked to today to be false every time next day occurs. In the NPC character, create a new method called resetTalkState. Inside, reset the state of the talk2 to be false. Then, because our character is going to be time dependent, set him to be time agent. And subscribe this reset talk state to on time tick. Don't forget to call init of time agent. Good. Now to determine if we passed to the next day, we need to read the day counter on our daytime controller. To do this, let's pass the daytime controller as a parameter to our time agents. Now we need to fix all the issues we have caused by adding this new parameter. One exception is inside object spawner. If the object spawner is one time of spawner, we need to pass null as the time controller, because we don't need time functionality in one time spawner. With this fixed, open the NPC character. Create the variable called talk on the day number. And then in reset talk state, if the day we talked with this character is not equals to the current day, we reset the state and assign the day number into the character. Let's test this. Long time ago we set up the time skip functionality in our game. By pressing T to skip time, we can test do our relationship keep growing after we skip time and try to talk to a guy on a new day. Good. Good, this is it for this episode. If you have any questions or any ideas about code, please leave your comment below. If you're interested in seeing what will come out of this, please subscribe. If you want to support further, you can find my Patreon in the description. Special thank you to LP Massive, The South Hashdu, Andrew V. Long for their generous support. With best regards, see you in the next episode.